I spent 2.5 weeks training to become a ninja, and I'm officially the Bodybuilder Ninja. I just competed in American Ninja Warrior this past Memorial Day weekend in Pittsburgh, PA for the Northeast Regionals, and it was an incredibly surreal experience. Hi, this is Mimi. There was 125 competitors in my region, and someone in the crowd said 30,000 people applied, and there's 5 regions. So if that's the case, it's insane that I even got selected to compete. I am so grateful for such a rare experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed the entire event. So the first night is city qualifying rounds, where the top 30 get to compete the next night, and the top 15 then go on to finals in Las Vegas. I'm dying to tell you how it all went and how I feel, but I'm not allowed to say anything until after my episode airs. The series did premiere this past Monday. It's on NBC at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, so check them all out. And you can definitely expect a video right after my episode airs. I met so many ninjas. Everybody was so amazing. I felt like it was an entire different breed of athletes, and everybody has such an interesting backstory. We taped at a steel mill, Carrie Furnace in Pittsburgh, and there was lots and lots of gymnasts, and even a breakdancer. What's really cool about this competition is you're not really competing against the other ninjas. I mean, I've had people say to me, oh, you got some competition? And I'm like, I'm not even thinking about the other competitors. It really is, I am my own competition. You know, as I've been saying, I just really want to get past that first obstacle and do the best that I physically can. It's about you and that obstacle course. And it comes down to a lot of technique and strategy. So the course is designed to test a competitor's endurance, their balance, their upper body strength, and their grip strength. And the grand prize is now $1 million. Nobody won last year, so the producers rolled over the prize of $500,000, and so it's a lot now. There were so many conversations about how to tackle each obstacle. You know, grip it like this, walk like this, do one arm, two arm, go hands first, feet first, swing like this. You know, people took off their shirts for some of the obstacles. A lot of the girls, including myself, wore short shorts so that we could have more friction with our skin. A lot of strategy talk. And we're all just watching each competitor so intensely. And if they fall early, we're like, oh my God, no, because we really don't want to see anyone fall. And then we're thinking, oh my God, they were such a great athlete. That obstacle must have been ridiculously hard. Some of you have asked me if I get to try the obstacle course first. No, you don't get that chance. You basically get disqualified if you do. So the first time that you try the obstacle is the first time you compete. And they like to throw in new obstacles that you've never seen on TV. And I will say that this course had some ridiculously challenging obstacles. And there was one extreme killer that stood out, and it involved jumping, balancing, and I guess you could even say pistol squatting. And the other huge challenge that many don't realize from just watching TV is that this is overnight taping, and it was freezing 41 degrees. We taped until the sun came up. I had 11 p.m. registration, and I thought, oh, this is great, you know, but then someone said, no, that might mean you're running at 2 or 3 a.m. And in actuality, I ran at 5 a.m. in the morning. Someone else was like, oh my God, no wonder so many people fall, because everything is frozen. I was there a day early because I was lucky enough to get selected for an interview for my background story, and I did some fun, corny, bodybuilder influenced footage, which I hope they'll show. I spent basically the entire first day outside, and realizing how cold it was, I told one of my best girlfriends, Rose, who came all the way out to Pittsburgh to support me, that we need to prepare for the cold. So we ended up going to Under Armour, and we got tons of layers, and it really made the biggest difference. I also wish I thought about my feet. I would have loved to have worn 4 pairs of socks because my toes were definitely frozen. I was so cold that I didn't even realize I lost 2 entire chunks of my skin on my fingers, and I was bleeding. But I did get congratulated on my first official ninjury. And you probably can't see in this photo very well, but we're not talking a layer of skin or even a cut. I mean, like, it's like I took a spoon and scooped out pieces of skin. So, ouch, my fingers. I'll talk about my actual experience after my episode airs. I think sometime in June. I'll let you guys know just what I was feeling, what was going through my head, what I was saying to myself. But I will say this, it was so wonderful to hear my friends rooting me on. So thank you so much to Rose and Kate for coming all the way to Pittsburgh. And also thank you, Rose, for this humongous poster of me that you made. And I managed to somehow get it through the flights and take it back home as my big souvenir. And it was also amazing to share this experience with my friend Naomi Littles, who also competed. I met her when I went hang gliding, and her hobby is flying planes. Sleep was challenging. My days consisted of eating and napping. The first day, I only had 3 hours of sleep. I woke up at 2:45 a.m. to be picked up at 3:45 a.m. based on the suggestion from my cousin who does car service. My flight was at 6:40 and she's like, let's just play it safe. I'm like, okay, because I cannot miss this flight. And so I got there at 4:15 because there was no traffic. I took a photo. I was so sleepy. I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna have energy for this interview? And it was so cold. I went and I slept at my gate, and then next thing you know, it's 6:30 a.m. I'm like, why isn't anyone boarding? Wait, what? I look at my boarding pass and I'm at the wrong gate. I was so sleepy, it said C43 and I went to C34. So I'm like running through the halls, my heart is pumping. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss my flight. I'm gonna miss my interview. Oh my God, oh my God. And I got there, they closed the gates, but I just made it because it was 10 minutes before they took off. And now I can laugh about it because I actually made it, but how stupid would it have been that I got to the airport so early that I slept at the wrong gate and missed my flight. So that's how I started my American Ninja Warrior experience. Thank you so much to everyone for supporting me, the good luck, the good vibes. Thank you to my friends Rose, Kate, and Naomi for coming out to support me. And big thank you to Under Armour for supporting me. It was an unforgettable experience, and I stayed at the Hotel Monaco in downtown Pittsburgh because I wanted to experience the city while I was there. So I definitely had some pretty good eats with Rose, and we ended up also hanging out and exploring parts of Pittsburgh with another American Ninja Warrior, Golf. And also got my first ever candid taped eating video, which I find hilarious.
Alright, it's Mimi and Rose in Pittsburgh eating their burger. After eating half a chicken, after eating, I don't know, everything on this freaking table. Holy crap.
Watch the series. It's a really fun show to watch. I'll let you guys know when my episode airs. And in the meantime, I did not forget, I'll be continuing on with Ku's story part 2 of how she incredibly transformed her body and then unfortunately hit another plateau that I helped her out of. Please click subscribe, stay tuned, check out my other videos by clicking on these links here or explore my playlist. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at Eat Not Diet or connect with me on Instagram or Facebook at Mimi Bonny. Thanks for watching.